Hey everyone, it's Emmy Cat, obviously. And before I start this video, I'm gonna say this. There are spoilers for the new Grinch movie. I know it's been out for a little while, but for anyone who hasn't seen it, if you don't want spoilers, don't watch this video. Okay, so, as you can see, I am wearing a hat with ears, and it has a bell, so don't be surprised if you hear this up throughout the video. It's probably gonna get annoying. Okay, so the new Grinch movie, it was okay. Like, maybe if it had been, like, the first movie, or the first remake made of the Grinch, it would have been better, but I think it the Jim Carrey version kind of set the bar high for any other remakes to be made, and being a fan of Jim Carrey and having grown up with that movie, I think I'm always going to like the original remake, because it's just, all in all, it's better. For starters, the orphanage. I didn't like the way they had the Grinch, like, growing up in the orphanage and hating Christmas because he never got one at the orphanage, and that's why he hates Christmas. Like, yeah, it's sad, but... And another thing, why didn't Whoville have Christmas for the orphans? It's like, if they loved Christmas so much, why wouldn't they give the orphans a Christmas too? But really, it actually seemed like the Grinch was the only one there. Like, there were no adults, and there were no other children at the orphanage. It was just him, fending for himself. Like, come on. What else? Betty Lou Who. In this one, they gave her, she was a single mom, and I think they did that to give, like, women a role model. Well, not really a role model, but more like to empower women, like, they don't need a man for help or something. I don't know. But that's fine. That's, I don't know, I guess that's fine. The twins, though, that kind of caught me off guard. I mean, they're cute, but... I did like the way they made the Who's kind of fuzzy. They kind of made it look more like... They made it seem more like the Grinch wasn't just some weird fuzzy green guy, like in the Jim Carrey version, because all the Who's were kind of hairy and fuzzy, so he was just green. And I did like in this one scene where he was shopping, it was after he was shopping, when he was on his way home, that his green hair dye fell out of the wagon. I thought that was pretty funny, because kind of implying that he's going gray, because the guy he was talking to was like, oh, you gotta keep my hair nice and dye it and stuff, or something like that, and then his green hair dye falls out. I thought that was funny. I think what caught me off guard was how fast they progressed the plot. It seemed to go a little too fast. It wasn't a very long movie. It was only like an hour and 20 minutes, give or take. I think it went really fast. There were a lot of elements they added in that didn't make sense. Well, compared to the Jim Carrey version, but I mean, it was a decent movie. The reindeer part, where they added in the big fat reindeer, I thought that was cute. What else? Ah, yes, Cindy Lou was trying to catch Santa Claus. That, I don't know. That kind of seemed like it was just like grasping at straws to find a way to make the movie more interesting. If you have seen the movie, you will know the part I'm talking about next. There was a part where the Grinch was in a guy's house stealing stuff from his fridge, I believe, and he closes the door, and there's a Who sleepwalking / talking to him. And at first, I didn't like that because I was like, that wasn't in the original movie. But the other day, I was watching the original, well, the Jim Carrey version, and I was watching the deleted scenes, and there was a Who sleepwalking in that. And the Grinch kind of had a little fun with that, made him keep walking around in circles. And I thought that was kind of a cool Easter egg for the newer movie, so I think the Grinch in the newer one wasn't so much of an asshole as he was more depressed. I think he grew up his whole life not liking Christmas because he never got a Christmas at the orphanage, and he wasn't really a jerk like the one in the Jim Carrey version was. He was kind of, I mean, he did some mean stuff, but mostly he was nice. And at the end, he seemed to go from kind of being a jerk, or kind of like, to being super nice, like, really quickly, and that kind of seems like out of character for the Grinch, because in the Jim Carrey version, he was still kind of an asshole, like, after his heart grew 3 sizes, the wrong side, but he was making an effort to be nice. But in the new one, he kind of just switched like that, and it didn't really make much sense for me. And the Who's weren't scared of him in the new one. They were kind of like, they kind of didn't like him, but they weren't like terrified of him like they were in the Jim Carrey version. And I thought that was a little odd, because even in the original movie, like the cartoon one, they were like, I think they were scared of him. But yeah, that just, I don't know. I did not like the new one, is what I'm trying to get at. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you guys noticed that was kind of weird about the new one. There was one bit I liked where they added the Pentatonix cover of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen into the movie, and I love that version of the song, so that was kind of cool. Also, one more thing. We never see the mayor in the new one. I mean, we see him on a poster, but we don't actually meet him, I don't think. If we did, it was not more than like a few minutes. But yeah, this video is getting to be kind of long, so I'm gonna go. Peace.